Hello everyone, we are Rupchu. Today we are going to discuss about the mass market problem in COVID-19 virus. Our team have 5 members including Mỹ Kim, Phi Long, Văn Hoàng, Trọng Hiếu and me, Yi Khang. There is 7 main content in our presentation. Firstly is introduction, secondly is history, thirdly is description of event, fourthly is statement problem, the fifth is solution, sixth is conclusion, and the last one is reference. Come to the first one, the introduction. In Vietnam, wearing a mask had become familiar to all people in daily life before the COVID-19 pandemic. In addition, the variety of masks attract customers and meet the needs of them. Nowadays, the mass market is very popular in the life of Vietnamese people as well as the world. Although this market has several advantages, it still faces many difficulties. And the next part belongs to Hoàng.
Now we move to the history of math. In 1619, the first math was invented, and by Marco Polo, and in 1827, Fernandez Carlos designed a mask based on the seal that covered Arab women. In 1899, the mask went a step further, but this time it was simpler, and this mask just only used by doctor with a four-layer. In 1930, as the plastic industry developed, the plastic mask was introduced, and in 1947, medical masks have the same texture and shape as today. The continuous development of face masks. There are many types of face masks, like cloth mask, surgical mask, and N95 are professional grade medical masks, and the last one face shield. And this is the image during the period of history mask. Now we move to the description of event.
Into the description of events in summer mass market in Vietnam, the appearance of mask was so long time ago, but Vietnamese people was more surgical mask than the others. Nowadays, the mass market is very popular in the life of Vietnamese people everywhere the world. Masks are a seemingly simple item before the COVID-19 epidemic. People around the world keep thinking in their mind that masks was just a tool, a means to avoid us when out on the street or somewhere polluted. The surgical mask and the N95 respirator are of great importance in the medical world because they are a means of ensuring the safety of medical staff in the light of epidemic. The lack of supply of masks will lead to risk of stay in the world in the context of COVID-19 pandemic taking place in the countries around the world. It is an opportunity and a challenge for us to adapt to COVID-19 for dual development that is both anti-epidemic and economic development, such as exporting face masks and some necessary medical supplies in the current context. We must take advantage of difficulty to remove the strain and opportunity to become a country that provides a large number of face masks, and next is the statement of problem.
Now, I will talk about the statement problem. The first is the call of mass pride and greed. As we know before, COVID-19 pandemic broke out in 1990. 2020 January in China, and it has spread over 213 countries with an unprecedented scale and speed. And to restrict the spread of epidemic starting from August 5th, 2020, the government has sanctioned case of not wearing a mask in public that led to the rise of mass and race significant. Next, we will analyze the reason why the mask rise and race significant. Uh, Look at the picture. We can see that the main curve for mass is strongly in gray and shift to the right, while the supply curve for mass just slightly in gray. That's called the shortage of mass market, showed right mass in gray. And to limit the mass rise too high, my group had suggest some solution. The thing is, government should impose right ceiling to restrict the mass right. Look at the picture. We can see that uh, when the right ceiling imposed, it can cause the bigger shortage, and the government can solve that problem by import medical masks from other countries. And moreover, government should also encourage people to report on ingredient medical mask right in their place authority and imposing a fine law depend on seriousness of violation. And next, the part belong to long.
In conclusion, up to now, although the market for mass has many fluctuations, it can be not destiny the necessary role they play in everyday life. After many fluctuations, the market will stabilize and return to its origin stability, and the market is a long-term stable profit. Uh, this is some reference of our report. Thank you for listening.